Hello everyone, my name is Kaci. As you all know, I'm a fellow executive with you all for Amazon, and today I'm going to be going through my recommendation presentation as to why Dallas is a strong competitor for where we should place headquarters to. Slide 1. 1 in 5 businesses have relocated to Texas in the last 5 years, so I did a little deep dive on why certain of those factors, what factors would be contributing to those relocations, and certain things I looked into were tax advantages, the location of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and the location of the cities itself, as well as the cost of living and operating in Texas, which I will be going deeply and more thoroughly in through the presentation about each of those factors and why they make Dallas a competitive choice. Slide 2. Texas is very business friendly as there are no personal income taxes and there are no corporate taxes. There is a franchise tax, so to make it as easy as possible to understand, the federal corporate tax practically taxes on all profits brought in from the corporation, but in Texas, they only tax on the revenue being brought in from the company, which is it creates major saving in the difference between nationally what is paid for corporate taxes versus would be paid in Texas, as well as if you have those financial advisors to help work down and figure out certain of those loopholes, it can be a lot lower, which is why people are jumping over. For the personal income tax, this is very beneficial for employees and those who are working in Dallas through the headquarters. They would not be getting taxed on their personal income, which means more money being brought home and making Dallas more of an attractive city to live in. Slide 3. Another major reason Dallas is a great competitor is because Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is located right in the city. This airport can get you to 264 destinations worldwide. But a fun fact about the airport is that it can get to any major international airport in the country in 4 hours. So, which is very crucial for headquarters. All of us executives are going to be coming in and out, and we have a lot of places to be, especially Jeff Bezos, CFO, all of those super high up people sitting in this room. You have lots of places to be, and you can get there from here within 4 hours, wheels up and wheels down. Dallas also offered 24 million square feet of space for the office in the downtown sector of Dallas for Amazon. This is huge compared to what we have in Seattle, which I believe off the top of my head is 8 million square feet. So this would be a huge influx in space for our workers and space in our headquarters, which is huge, is majorly beneficial. Slide 4. The third huge factor of why Dallas is a great competitor is because the cost of living and cost of operating is a little bit lower than the national average. The cost of doing business is 4% lower than the national average, and Texas is currently, because of all of these business relocations coming in, are doing a great job at being able to add in on the amount of jobs. They have created 340,000 jobs in the last 3 years alone. So there are a lot of opportunities for jobs, and you're not getting taxed on income. So the cost of living it's lower than the national average is. There are a few pushbacks to Dallas, one being the major infrastructure strain in Dallas. There are already 1.3 million people living there, and if Amazon were to open their second headquarters there, it would probably bring more of an influx. This would be a problem for Dallas, and they are working slowly towards a solution, but it's a little bit easier said than done. If they continue to pour money into their budget for public transportation, fixing roads, making sure buses and trains and all of that are working and functional for workers and people trying to get to their jobs, is greatly, greatly important for those living their everyday lives in Dallas. Overall, Dallas, Texas has huge tax advantages compared to national taxes that would be charged. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is in Dallas, the city itself, and you can get to any other national international airport in the country through Dallas in 4 hours. And the cost of living and the cost of operating is on average lower than the national average compared nationally. Overall, Dallas is a healthy competitor, and they have plenty of factors as to why they would be a great choice. If they are pushed further into the drawing board and the competition, I would be happy to answer any further questions or answer and take any feedback as to why or why not this would be a great place. My email and phone number will be linked below. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Thank you very much.